What do you believe is possible for you? What do you believe is possible for your income? And I've talked about beliefs before, but I want to talk about it in a different way today because it's such an important subject. And it's one that absolutely lights me up because my self-belief when I first got started in business was way, 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 way down on the floor. And I had to build up that belief. So the thing with belief is that we are taken then to taking actions around our beliefs. So starting at the end with actions and going into beliefs to change those beliefs is definitely a great way to go. But if you want to start with expanding the belief so that you then take the actions, that's the way we're going to talk about it today. So do you believe that you can double your income? Have a think about it. Do you then believe also that you might be able to 10 times your income or even 50 to 100 times your income? Can you do that? Is that something that you can see? Is it too big? Is it too crazy? Is it a possibility for you? Now, the thing is, if somebody is making that kind of income, if you've written down the numbers and somebody else is making that kind of income in your marketplace, in your niche, in your kind of business, you know that it's possible because they've done it already. And if we have that limited thinking of, well, I can 2 times it, yeah, that seems really possible and really achievable. How might I do that? I might get more customers. I might double my customer base. I might double my product base. And I might double my output for advertising. And so that's a really simple thing. But here's the thing behind that is your thinking is small and your actions are kept fairly small, bigger than if you just went, oh no, I can't, and you're flatlining. 10 times your income, you have to start to think differently. Perhaps you don't have enough time to get 10 times more customers or enough input to be able to 10 times your product base. And so you need to start talking to other people, perhaps have a coach to help you to get there, looking at different ways that you might create, different offers that you might create, and you can then 10 times your income. But 100 times, 100 times your income seems enormous. But you know it's possible because you've seen somebody else in your industry that does that. So now, although if you were one of 3 people starting at that same baseline, you all had the same skills, you all had the same desire, and you all wanted to be able to 100 times your income, but you're the one that is thinking that's actually possible because I can see other people that have done it. What are you going to do? You're going to take different actions to lead you to that 100 times. You realize it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen by taking the same actions as you have been taking. There's got to be more to it. So you go and search out the people who have done it before. You do some training. You definitely get some coaching. You go on different courses. You up level your skills because you know you have to do something in a completely different way to be able to do that. So remember that those limited beliefs will box in the desire. You might have the same desire as somebody else, but it's not a case of just going, well, I would love to reach that. It's more a case of the thought is if it's doable and if it's possible. And there is a book that I read called Think Big. It was recommended to me by a highly successful real estate agent, and he has his own business, and he's hitting in the millions of dollars. And he said, read this book, get this book called Think Big. And so that would definitely be a great place to start. But before that, just imagine that you can do that bigger thing, because the bigger and the more things you believe are possible, the wider you're going to throw your net, the wider you are going to have your spotlight looking for things. So if you only believe you can 10 times, if you only believe you can 2 times, your spotlight for looking how to do that thing is quite small, it's quite narrow. For 10 times it's bigger, but you have to really go big. You really have to think wide and deep, or high and wide, to be able to get that 100 times. So the thinking that goes on behind that, because remember, your beliefs lead to the way you think. So the thinking has to be there. The thinking has to be different to be able to get those different results. And then you get to intention. So if the intention is the precursor to your actions, which are then going to lead to improved results, which then leads to self-efficacy of your belief now that you can do it because you've taken the actions and you can see it happened and you did it, and your level of income has already gone up by 2 or by 5. That self-efficacy, which is the conviction that you can do the thing, you can make a change, you can have this level of income, is then a great feedback loop, right? So that you are giving yourself that feedback. And that's the most important thing. It's the mindset change that happens that is going to lead to those results. That's the most important thing. That's the key thing here. So in allowing your beliefs to really expand, to sit in that space of 100 times your income, to sit in that possibility for you, and then to go take action on that through the net that you've thrown really wide. And what I suggest is that when you open up that spotlight as wide as you can, you are looking at a whole galaxy of new possibilities for yourself, for your business, for whatever you want to do 100 times, and to grow that belief for you. So that feedback loop just helps you to expand the possibilities and your consciousness. And actually, neurobiologically, those beliefs work much like memories. And with the neurobiological side of things, there are neurons that are firing. They're firing up, and they're helping you with that feedback to remember, just like a memory, that is something that you can do. That is something that you can move forward with. Because neurons that fire together wire together. And that becomes just the same as a memory would do, locked in there. And so when you know you can do it again. And then you get better results, and you push it further and you do it again. So that's an amazing way to understand that it's happening in here. It's happening in the brain. It's changing the state of your brain, if you like. And for that, what I say is, don't blind yourself to the possibilities. You don't want to be blinded by yourself for the possibilities for yourself. So belief blindness, gosh, I think so many people suffer with belief blindness. I know I have in the past, I know I do, and again, and then again, and then again, and I have to remind myself of this kind of thing to help push me forward. So even if you've heard it before and you're hearing it again now, there's a reason why. You're hearing this because you need to hear it to move you to your next level of success. Even if you're earning 40,000 a month, even if you're earning 400,000 a month, you can do more. You can push further if you want to. And you have that belief there, and you look at that belief, and you can change that belief in a snap, because you can see other people that are doing it. And even if they're not, think about the 4-minute mile. How many people have broken that record now? Because one person did it, even though nobody believed it was possible. So think outside the box. think bigger, think further, think even faster than before, and you will have the magic in your hands to change the trajectory of your business. I'm going to see you on the next video coming up on screen. I hope this has been helpful for you and your belief system. Take it with you, take it to heart, sit with it, go with it, take the actions that you need to take, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.